Just to reinforce what we did the other day, we talked about full strokes. Remember that the full stroke is coming from the starting position is actually the ending position, and we're stroking from one point, getting the same sound. Now, that's the full stroke, and then we had the downstroke, we had the tap, and we had the upstroke. Sometimes the free stroke or full stroke is referred to as the same. The downstroke, my stick is 180 degrees, tap, and then upstroke. Okay, and I've given you the stick control book in full strokes, meaning my left hand, my right hand, and my left hand will sound the same doing the page. The way we did the page was we started on the first line, we repeated the first line, and we did a vamp going into the next line. Okay, so I'm going to do a few lines so that you could have it as a reference. The first line with the vamp, I'm going to put, I ask you not to use the metronome at first so you get familiar with the lines, but once you get familiar with the lines, you want to challenge it and put it in tempo. For example, let's take something very slow like 50. Now 50, that's telling me that's my quarter note. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. The term 50 is the number of beats per minute. So it's referred to as 50 beats per minute. BMI, beats per minute. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do the line, I'm going to repeat the line, and I'm going to vamp going directly into line 2. And I'll do a few lines so that you understand it, and you see what I'm doing, and you can use that as an example. Okay, full strokes at 50. So we have 1, this is my tempo, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and repeat and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 again, 1 and 2 and 3 and vamp and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and repeat at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and right hand vamp 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4, 3, 2, 3 and 4 and 4 and 2 and line 3 and now boom, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on and so forth. If you notice, I'm trying, occasionally the right hand will sound a little different than the left or vice versa. I need to make that adjustment, and I try to make my right hand and my left hand sound the same. If I were in another room listening to you do the stick control book, and let's say, for example, you were on line 5 or 8 or 12, I should be able to tell what line you're doing. Equalize the right side, equalize the left side, and utilizing the vamp. If you remember the 4 measure count, and I know that you know that, so I'm not going to go over that, but that's the first part of the lesson. Okay, then like I said, we talked about the full stroke, the tap, the downstroke, and whatever, and I sent you a sheet on the single paradiddle, and this is referred to as a paradiddle. Technically, it should be an alternating paradiddle, but it's referred to as paradiddles because you're starting from the right side, right, left, right, right, and then you go into the left side, left, right, left, left. So technically it is really a alternating paradiddle, but no one really refers to it that way. It's referred to as paradiddles. Now, the sheet that I sent you was in quarter notes and a 2-measure increment, so we can get both the right-hand paradiddle and the left-hand paradiddle and understand why we use the levels. We're going to start with the line 1, the quarter notes, but I'm starting here, but when I sit and play on behind a drum set, I don't look like this, like I'm in a marching band or whatever. It's just, this is what's occurring, and you're reinforcing what's natural. So I'm starting in this position. My right hand is in the full stroke position. My left hand is on the downstroke position. My first stroke would be a downstroke. Now look at both my sticks, they're equal. My second stroke would be an upstroke. So I'm in position now to attack the oncoming paradiddle. And to complete the paradiddle itself, you have the 2 taps. Tap, tap. Now we're taking it from the left side. We have downstroke, upstroke, tap, tap. Downstroke, upstroke, tap, tap. Now, I presented to you in a quarter note formation. Now, at first you want to say downstroke, upstroke, tap, tap. Okay? You get the feeling of it, then you revert to counting as 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I would recommend at first not using the foot. When you get more familiar with this, use the foot on the counts of 1, 2, 3, 4. That is your root. Now, we're not going to pound the bass drum. We're not going to make it explode. We're going to feather it. Feathering means that it's very light and it's part of the paradiddle. Now, the second line, instead of playing quarter notes, we're playing eighth notes. And we're maintaining the levels. That's what's important on correct execution. The paradiddle in eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now we did a quarter notes, we did eighth notes. Now we're going to do 16th notes, which the counting system is 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So you finish the quarter notes, you finish the eighth notes, you get that feel, then you go to the 16th notes, which would be same sticking pattern, same motion. 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and. Now, at that point, see, you're thinking of what's occurring with the paradiddle, and it doesn't sound any different because you're thinking about it in quarter notes, you're thinking about it in eighth notes, and you're thinking about it in 16th notes. What really comes to birth is when I put the metronome on. Now, I'm going to go from quarter notes to eighth notes to 16th notes. 2 measures each. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 16ths, 4 and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and back. 1, 2, sorry, 3, my mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, I'll do it again. 3, eighth notes now. 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 16ths. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4 again. 1, 2, 3, back to quarters. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Now that's F50. You're not looking to develop speed, you're looking to develop control. And without control, the speed's not going to exist. When you've been doing this for a while, you want to see some satisfaction or some kind of reward or whatever. most drummers, they all want to play fast. For what reason, I don't know. They should just concentrate on playing in tempo. If I took the same exercise, and let's say I played it at 150. That's my quarter note. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to play the exercise just like I did at 50. This time, I'm going to do it at 150. And this is sort of where you want to go eventually. You don't want to take it from 50 and go to 150. You want to develop it slowly. So you reinforce the form. You know, go from 50 to 60 to 70 to 80, you know, the increments of 10. But this is sort of what we're going for. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that will come if you pay your dues and practice 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, tap, tap. Now, that takes care of the paradiddle. Like I said, you can refer to it as paradiddles or alternating paradiddles, which is the correct terminology. Now, the other thing I gave you was the double paradiddle in 6/8, the right-hand paradiddle diddle, and the left-hand paradiddle diddle. And you're only going to do the first form, okay? Like if you look at line 1, the double paradiddle, it's only with one accent. There's a variety of ways to maneuver the accent to develop other things, but the way you want to do this one is with one accent, and that accent being on the beginning of the double paradiddle or alternating double paradiddle, whichever you want to refer to it. And it's presented to you in 6/8. Now 6/8 means there are 6 beats to a measure, and each eighth note receives a count or a beat. You have per measure on that first line 6 eighth notes. So my count's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you need to maintain when you're doing this the levels. And again, I'm starting very regimented or military. This is just to break down what is occurring. So now we're going to do the double paradiddle in 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, tap, tap, up, tap, tap. Now, no foot yet, because eventually we're going to play this in 2. We're not going there yet. So that's the double paradiddle with one accent on the first stroke. The next one is the right-hand paradiddle diddle. And the reason why it's referred to as right-hand paradiddle diddle is because you're starting with the right-hand lead over and over again. Now, it's in the same time signature 6/8, and again, 6/8 means there's 6 beats to a measure, and each eighth note receives one count or one beat. So the count's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only thing that has changed from the first one to this one is the sticking pattern, which is going to be right, left, right, right, left, left. And the levels change because the sticking is changed because, and the levels will change to get in position for the accent. Now we're going to do the right hand paradiddle diddle as in 6. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So relaxed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, tap, tap, up, tap, tap, down, tap, tap, up, tap, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now notice the upstroke and the taps all sounded the same, and my accent was pronounced. It's an accent. That is called the right hand paradiddle diddle. The next one, the third one I gave you was the left hand paradiddle diddle. All simply means it's starting from the left side. So the sticking pattern, instead of being right, left, right, right, left, left, that would be the right hand paradiddle diddle. we're doing the left-hand paradiddle diddle, which is left, right, left, left, right, right, with the accent on one. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you do it slow. You're not trying to prove anything. You're trying to understand it and control it. Once you can control it, you can do whatever you want with it. So that takes care of the double paradiddle with the accent on the first stroke, the right hand paradiddle diddle, and the left hand paradiddle diddle. Now, I gave you also, well, you shouldn't go vamping right now. Just do what I ask you to do, and you'll see great results. I'm going to do another video for you with the drum set application with the 4-way coordination. Okay, that'll come in a few more days. But, you know, I'm just backed up and I have a lot of work to do. So I sent you the sheets and I'm sending you this video. If you have any problems with anything, you know my phone number, or you get on Facebook and give me a holler, and we'll try to help you out that way. If not, then we'll talk about it on the phone. Okay? So you have a good day and practice.